So here we are back in the lab with some further updates. So now we're able to set the settings. Now I'm playing a data feed from a point 2. So if we go across here, you can see the temperature's a bit lower. So if I change that to a point 2 and a PDK, then we now have the correct temperatures and all our speeds going. Now if I change the clock face, then you can see some of our updates. So we'll keep going down. So if we choose our hours white, get our hours, and we've got our bars. Now we've added a couple of things. This centerpiece here with the 3 bars, we instead can show that as a large number with the same values. So at the moment we've got speed down at the bottom, so if I change this to number, then we'll get speed in both. Now if I change our center, so that's still on number, if we change this to, let's say, gear, our PDK, we'll get the gear and the speed both on the display. So a bit more of a simple display. My feed is quite quick, so it's a bit of a strange one. Obviously we can change this to metric units so that we have our kilometers. Still have then our temperatures, and we still have our G-force. The other cool bit we've added, as people have been asking, so you can see you've got the speed offset, RPM buzzers, clock faces. You can load up from the SD card onto memory. Now my light theme background I can change, so that's 90% white, but if we go, let's say, 60% white, then we get a much more grey background. Now what we can do is, again, we can load up any colours we want onto an SD card in a text file, and they'll be appended to the bottom of this. But there's also a whole bunch of other colours in here, so chalk, silvers, greys, ice blue to get a bit more of a blue colour. Sorry, there we go. Graphite. Now we also have in here, say, our sand beige, if you're feeling 70s retro inspired. But you can do speed yellow, or the racing yellow, the more modern. So lava orange, scarlet red, guards red obviously. Now guards red will look better with white writing, so that would go on the dark theme. So as the dark theme has light writing, white writing and white ticks. So if I change this back to bars, you'll see we still get the bars and they darken against the background colour. So we're able to run any colour we want. Let's go back down to our colours. So the ruby stone obviously is quite striking. And this will recolour all of our screens, including the acceleration. Pastel blue is quite nice. But yes, we've got a whole bunch of colours preloaded into here, as well as we can add our own colours. So greens, blues, reds, acid green, yellows, you name it, or if you want your own colour, as I say, you can load that up. Now if we change our headlights off theme to dark, now this will go into our dark mode. The feed has got the headlights off, so you can keep both themes dark if you want, then you'll get that. So then our dark theme background, let's say we'll do a guards red, so if we do our guards red, then obviously the white writing and white icons stand out better against it. Again, probably the polo red might be more contrast that you need. The face, the reason the face is black is we've got our dark theme clock, so if we change that to hours black, then we'll get white writing and the background colour that we specify. Carmine, ruby stone, we can pick a night blue, gets us our colours. So they're the two updates. Change all the background colours to anything you want, and be able to set this center area to read a number instead of the value bars. Obviously you can change from Celsius to Fahrenheit, pressure from bar to pascals, miles an hour to kilometers an hour, whether you want oil pressure. So our center display, if we change it to a number, we've got that saying gear. We could show an RPM if we wanted, so we get a big RPM, or you might go, actually I'd like it the other way around and show my speed in the middle and then RPM at the bottom. And that's still in kilometers an hour. Or you might say, yeah, I want the speed in the middle and our gear, if you've got a tip or a PDK. So yeah, there are updates. We'll do some demos in the car soon, and you can see it in action. Thanks.